Hello there, everyone. This is Neko Knight here, getting ready to play The Infected. Woohoo! Alright, so last episode I went on a technology loot, and right now we're gonna work on getting a bit of, basically a little bit of cooking, prepping, all that done. So I want to get a stove set up. I want to get the water house set up. I want to get a few other things. I want to get a sink set up, but that's going to require setting up water pipes and stuff, which I never thought about how I was going to do that, because technically you would put it in here and then you would have the pipes under your house and then in the ground towards whatever water source you have. So I didn't actually plan for that. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that look good. So I extended this out. We're going to have my extractors here. This is where my iron, I'm gonna set up a bunch of these or more of these. So my goal is to have, what is it, 3, 6, if I can, 9. If I can get away with it, I'll have 9 of them for iron, and then depending on how this goes, I might throw in a few more here for shell and a few other things. If not, then I'll look at maybe moving it somewhere else slightly. Maybe put the oil shell over there and set up my oil and everything right there. That might be what I might do. Who knows? If you guys enjoy my content, though, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification. I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints, and all that. And then we'll get on to what my plan was setting up water. So I counted this. It's about 28 wide, and then that goes about as far as my my greenhouse there. So I'm thinking of putting my barn over there, because I don't want to be too close to him. Admittedly, it doesn't matter where you put it. You could put it like right next to him. Doesn't matter. It doesn't bother him. Doesn't affect him. It's more about me just thinking what would be a good spot, and rather than just being efficient. So we're gonna, anyways, we'll worry about the barn later. That I usually ignore it because it's a lot of time investment. So we're going to get this, we're going to extend it out by 1, drop it down, then set up some foundations, then we'll build the water house there. I've been in the process of working on getting power. I've got these set up. I'm tired of using this and using this. I kind of want to move to a stove and some cooking and have everything up at a higher level rather than looking down like that. Plus, I'm going to have to look at setting up the ceiling and stuff here. We're going to make it too high. So basically, we're going to put one more height on here and then go across and make it the ceiling. Now, I'm not sure about this corner here. I might tear this apart and then have it go from here down as a corner piece. Maybe. Not 100% sure, but I think it would be kind of cool. That, I think I'm going to move forward 1, put some railings across here, and make it look nice. Wish we could put some railings on there, but oh well. We'll have to worry about it later. But for now, we're going to grab all this that we can. If I got time or I've completed everything I needed to, I'll show some other things, but actually I'll have to show a little bit right now anyways. So we're gonna go up here. I'll show you what I got done. I moved some of my stuff into here where I think storage will be. We're gonna have to get some more oil. And then over here, I started working on setting up my ingots, because we're going to need this. I did make a second one of these off camera, mostly because I wanted to speed up production, because making 15 of these is a hell of a lot. Admittedly, if I go find some cobalt, 2, 3, 5, if I find 5 more cobalt, I could make 2 more wind turbines. But this is not my permanent location for this. I'm going to have to look at moving these somewhere else. Admittedly, I would love to get them up there, but that might be a little ways off. So for now, we'll just leave it like this. Now, uh, if we're going to be placing and building some of these other things, we're gonna see what it takes to make them. So we're gonna need 10 aluminum. We're gonna need electrical parts, planks, wood logs. We've got all that. So aluminum, we gotta get a batch of aluminum for that. Now for the sink, which should be in the furniture, kitchen, we need 4 for that, plus 2 copper, which I think I've got the copper. Might need some iron. Then this one, whoo, 25 iron. Okay, we're gonna need to do some cooking on that one. I do not have that much, but we do need aluminum, so we'll get the aluminum. Right, I gotta move this on top of here, name it iron fragments. This is iron ore. Cobalt, which I ran out. Lead, we have a little bit left, but that's gonna be over here. We have 1 lead, there's 2 copper, so we'll take care of that, although we are gonna need to set up, oh, I just remembered, depending on how I do this, we're going to need to set up one of these. So we'll need 2 cobalt, and then 2 more cobalt, and then some copper. So yeah, baby. Anyways, we'll start off with aluminum. I've been going to town on. I got 3 extractors going for aluminum, so aluminum's not is pretty abundant. Surprisingly, copper is 2. I think, well, because I've been building so many wind turbines, cobalt's a little rare, but we'll get to that. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that takes care of the sink. So we'll get that all thrown in. Then to make the other stuff, or that will take care of the water house. Now for the sink. Storage, furniture, kitchen. We need 4 more. So we'll grab 4 more. And then after that, we're going to have to grab a whole lot of iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, good. I got a cough there. Or I'm about to cough, but at the same time I can't cough. Nice. Anyways, iron. We need iron. That's copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will take care of 6. We'll have to come back up here and get this all going again. In other words, as we build... Ooh, I'm going to have to throw some fuel into that. Actually... I hope we can use planks as fuel. Even if it's just although technically it should be more than a stick, it should be equivalent to at least firewood, in my opinion. Now the problem is one of my carts is still left way out over here, and then my ATV is way out over here, and then my trailer is way out over here. And I don't feel like running way over here. So I think we might want to start looking at making money. And one way to do that is biofuel. It takes a little bit to set up, and I recommend having a 2 greenhouses. This also means you're going to want to have a water house on. If you can afford it, have it on all the time, because then these remain watered all the time, and then all Mike has to do is pick them. At least, that's from my experience. Woo. I spent too long talking, but Alright, so we'll throw the aluminum up in here. We'll throw everything else where we need to. So, aluminum... That's the 10. That's the 4. Then we're gonna need 25 iron plus some nails, so we're gonna need more than that. That's 20, or almost 20. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're wondering where I'm getting all my iron ore, it's stupidly easy to get. 1, 2, well, this is going to be 10, so that's 13. This would be 25, so we'll do all the way but 3. That should be 20. Ooh, full. If you saw earlier my extractors, that's how I'm getting it. Most of it. I set up about 5 or so extractors, and then when I go running out and running, I usually come back and they have a decent amount of stuff. Oh yeah, grabbing this. In other words, it has a decent amount of iron or iron fragments, but and then a bit of stone, which is nice. Oh, actually, before we go down there, we need to actually grab. We're out of oil. All right. Nope. Nope. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That will take care of that. Again, really hope we could get some rails for those. We'll throw that into there. Perfect. That takes care of that. We'll throw another one. Well, actually, I think we hit that. You need to throw like 3 of them in there to perfectly fill this up. But anyways, we're going to fill this up, which holds 11 logs. And then if you grab this, come over here and grab, bada boom, bada bang, you've got 14. So that's a few less trips you gotta make. Okay. Grab you, throw you in here, throw you in there, slap that back in there. So now if this goes correctly, we should be able to take stairs. We'll try 1 stairs and see what that does. And then if we go to foundations, nope, not that one, this one. Yeah. And then we take one of these. I think that one's good. And then this one. No. And that one? Is that how that goes? And the idea for this is going to be the water house. In other words, we'll have the water thing down close. Although I may actually turn it into a fishing spot also. So I might put the water house like right here, then have it where we can walk around it, and then put a chair down here, and then put some railings. Basically I'll put an open railing here and an open railing here, put down a chair, put some put a roof, because I am gonna have a fishing spot, partly because we're gonna need partly because we need it for crafting medical supplies, and partly because I do want a fishing spot. And then if we come over here and right there, we need 4 more. Sweet. I am going to be fixing some of the things there. So I put in, I think, 2. So I think, so yeah, 10 logs. Personally, I wish this could hold 10 logs, not 8. Oh, we're under attack. If everything goes correctly, my place should be 100% surrounded by spikes. As long as they don't bust open a spike. Oh, it's a horde attack. Hi guys. 5 of you? Gotta love the horde attack. Oh, water pipe. Thank you. I actually needed that. We are gonna have to look into getting Mike to repair things. I forgot. They could potentially have ran up here and got up here and ran all the way around, although I don't have this set up yet, so it'd be kind of pointless, but the possibility is still there. There's Mike with his, Professor Xavier powers. When he gets stuck, he can pretty much just water anything from anywhere, or grab trees from anywhere. It's hell of amazing. And there he goes picking. That's kind of why I wanted to, if you can trap him, you can significantly increase his speed. Although he can teleport. Oop, water pipes, not sure where to put those. Bit tired. Gotta love when after taking a vacation you come back and you're slapped with, oh look, we need to work 10-hour shifts. When your company doesn't know how to work smart, they only know how to work hard. Yeah, baby. Gotta love stupidity. Anyways, don't worry about, I'll deal with that stuff. Deal with work later. I'm just tired and grumpy. Yay! Anyways, right. Food and feathers. Actually, we should restock this with more iron and maybe something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we'll go 10 copper for the fun of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be good. I think once we get this batch of iron, we should be good to go. Screw it. I'll do an extra iron rather than a copper. Because right now we need iron more than anything. Okay. And another reason why I want to get water going is because, as you can see, my my thirst is dropping fast. We'll grab this batch. If we don't need it, I'll throw it into some of the other spots. Then we'll get the water house. Then we'll hook up the greenhouse. Then we'll try and set up a sink. The problem is I gotta figure out where I want to set the sink. And then we'll kind of do a quick and dirty piping for the sink. I'll worry about figuring out the permanent spot later. Mostly because it's going to be a pain. Oh, right, I forgot. I gotta dump this. I gotta name some of these. And rename some of the other ones. Oop. Pumpkins. You know what? Screw it. We'll get rid of that. I might trash a lot of those seeds also. Anyways, back to this. Yay! Now there are some quality of life things that would be nice to see over time. And there's a few things that would be interesting. Still hoping for the electric fence. Still that idea. Still hoping for an electric stove. Still hoping for a few other things. I do gotta start making money. Because we are gonna want to start grabbing a few other things in the process. Dang it. Need 2 more logs. Okay, that's all dealt with. Planks, planks, planks. Get all the planks dumped in. Perfect. That's all taken care of. Now we just need logs. Although, if I'm going to build... What was it? This. Hmm. Oh, I can't adjust height? What? I'm trying to think. Do I want it on the edge or do I want it in the center? I was thinking in the center of here, but then that leaves no fishing. Although we could set up a few more spots for fishing. So like I could have set up a spot that's like in between from here and here, like maybe in between both of these houses. I have a spot that goes that sticks out slightly, and then you can fish from there. And then, well, we can't really do that there. Maybe I could build a spot right over there and a spot right up over there. For now, we'll worry about it later. I'm still trying to figure out how to plan and figure out how to do some of this stuff. It can be a bit of a pain to figure out. Woo! Definitely need more log holders. Mostly so we can get Mike filling these up without sitting around and doing nothing. Whoop. Oops, I accidentally placed one over there. Okay, grab you. Grab you. Oh, thirsty. Already thirsty. That's fast. Okay. Screw it. We'll throw one in there. So I could extend this out, or I could make it wider. So basically, I'll add one more here, add one more here, then have it extend out one more. So that way, when I place it in the center here, it would work. For now, we'll worry about setting up fishing at a later time. Right now, I just want to get water. And I think there's a limit to how high these can go before you have to do... before they don't connect to the ground anymore. And when they don't connect to the ground, it's like, oh, hey, look. Oh, actually, I should have placed this, dropped it, and then placed all the logs into here. Oh well. Now, for me, it doesn't make sense to have the water up over and having it like wires. Wires, I feel like you can have them under the ground or up in the air and go across. Water, I don't feel like having water pipes going up and across would work too well. But that's just me. So we need 8 electric. We need a few other things. Speaking of, we can't make roofs. Well, we can, but it's going to require us to go mine some clay. No. I think I want to set it on here and on here. So that way that foundation, this corner, that foundation, and then we'll have a ceiling over the top of this, even though this has a ceiling. This is more so that I'm not the one, so when I come here, actually, oh yeah, I should finish building a ceiling from here over, so at least to here, so I'm not when I get under, I'm not getting wet if it's like raining. Although we'll be getting technically be getting wet here, but if I could have finer control, which that's something else I would like to have, is a finer control over my foundations. Like if I could do it 1 stair, 2 stair, 3, 4, 5, 6, or in other words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could have 8 different levels, and then basically we could have these fill in where we need to have them fill in. I'm not 100% sure how to explain that part, but let's go grab a log. Let's go grab a bunch of planks. Probably should put some of those up. Super Mike. There we go. 4 a.m. Small nap. Might as well. Where did I put my bed? Right. We'll take a small nap. In other words, we'll sleep for a while. Yep. There we go. Oh. Dang it. My food, which I usually make 4 of each of the things here. In other words, 1, 2, drop you, grab you, drop you, harvest, harvest. Then we gotta go into here and drop you, and then over here, put you up, put you in here. Then, boom, 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 done. Then, oh, actually, let's put that over in here so we can make, oops. Screw it. We'll save 2 of those because it is going to consume a lot of thirst. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. That should take care of that part. So you, all of that. And 1 of you and you. Perfect. Then we can eat this. I'm doing this mostly for the stats. Protein, we don't get a whole lot. We have to actually eat something that's protein dependent. Yay, stamina. Perfect. Actually, I will grab this back. Okay, so I think we need electrical parts, 8 of them, bunch of planks, which we'll get it. We got full load there. Yes, electrical parts. Planks. Aluminum. Right, we need like 10 aluminum. I should put these, that one's pretty much out. That one's kind of out. But I'll put them out for now. Okay, iron, no. For now, copper, iron, aluminum. We need 10. Then planks, that's another thing is building recipes, being able to pin recipes would be nice. 25 planks. So 1 of those plus 5. So we'll take you through. Well, actually, we don't even need to take that, but for now, we'll grab what we can. 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Have you. This should take care of this, so now we'll have to now we'll have to hook up to this, and then we'll have to set up pipes that go over there. Thankfully I can actually run the pipes under the water here, or set up a pathway over to here, or whatever. We can figure out a way to get it over here. Actually, we could set one right up under here, then go across under the water like this, set up another relay here. Since there's an open space here, it wouldn't work, but we could set up a relay here, then hook it up there. That's probably what I'll do. And then we can set up the junction. Can I not jump out of the water? Oh, I thought I was some superhero that I could jump out of the water. Is this not... We are going to want to put some railings. Again, I kind of wanted to make this a fishing spot, but it may not be. And, well, actually it can still be, because I can move that here. And I can move it here. We would have to crouch down to get into the door, but I mean, it works. I feel like this is not square. Probably is, but now we can come over here, and then we can set up a spot and fish right here. Then maybe set up something here. In other words, it won't be a fishing spot. This would be the only spot that would be fishing. But actually, that means I can move this back a bit. Or I can put a cooler here for looks. Who knows? There's a lot I can do. Anyways, now that that's set up, we're going to want to get the sink set up. So sink is just going to be temporarily placed in here, then we'll move it wherever the hell we need it. Furniture, kitchen, sink. So we need copper, nails, aluminum, planks, 10 planks. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 2 copper. We need nails, which I think we've got plenty of nails. I just gotta... yeah. Plenty of nails. Plenty of planks. 4 aluminum, 2 copper. Okay. 4 aluminum, 2 copper. We'll get that, which thankfully we got plenty of it. Woo! Bring it in here. Good, good. Okay, back to this way. So over here, we'll grab the... nope. 1, 2. Aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. I gotta think about the stove. I think the stove's gonna go where the fireplace is, which the fireplace, I think, should be almost out of... yeah, it's pretty much out. So we can move that away. And then put the stove, which... this was not on. What the hell? Why does it sound like fires are being extinguished? Might be my imagination. But anyways, back to this. Building. placeables, furniture, kitchen, stove. For now, stove will just kind of go right there. And sink's done. But you have to hook up the water and all that for that, so we'll worry about that later. So 25 firewood. Thankfully we can get firewood easy as hell. We just gotta pop these open, and there you go. Now we'll get that. Oh, and actually we are going to want pot and pans and other stuff, because one of these foods, it helps. The problem is the amount it takes for it. Onion soup. You need to add at least 100 points of water into it. What I would like to see is the pots or the pans, the ability to drag one of them, the pots, drag them to the sink and fill them up, and then place them onto the whatever you call it. Because onion soup, it takes 100 water and 1 onion, and 100 water, that's a lot. If you use this, it's 200. It uses 200, so basically it's 200 water for 1 onion. So it's like, but the issue with this is we need to start using, what do you call it? Clay. And with the change in clay, I don't think we're going to be using that right away. That's 20. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we needed screws. Ooh, placeables. Furniture. Kitchen. Yes, 10 screws and 8 firewood. Got plenty of that. Actually, we need to make the pots and pans, and I think you make those on the anvil. Nope, workbench. So we need at least 3 for that, 2 for that. I am going to put a box, so I think we'll make 4 pans and 4 pots. So that's going to be 8, 12, 20, another 20 iron ingots. Woo! Mama! That is a hell of a lot, but it's gonna be worth it. Okay, so slap you all in. So now we need screws. There's the screws. Then the firewood. So 1, 2. I think that should give us enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That is enough. Now we can throw the excess sticks into here. Or we could, I think, use them as fuel for this. I think. But yeah, gotta put the pots and pans so that way we can actually start cooking meat and stuff on it. Yay! Oh yeah. That reminds me, something else. The freezer. If this is walk-in, this is going to be big. And if it's big, we're going to need to, I'm going to store it down over here somewhere. Since we have meat, which it will spoil, that we could get from there, or if we start butchering animals. So I might set up a butchering place nearby the barn too, and set the freezer there. So the barn might be set there, the freezer might be set right there, and then from there we'll probably set up something here, maybe? Not 100% sure, but I got distracted. What was I? Oh, right, pipes. Oh, and power? No. Other? No. Plumbing. Ooh, that takes aluminum and copper. We are gonna need it. But first, what other things was I trying to build? We got that, we got that. We have that. I think all that's left is hooking stuff. Oh, no, that's not it. Although we do need to hook it up. So, let's at least get the poles set up so I can... Well, actually, can we do this? That is the question. If we can do this, we might not have to set up the poles. So, we're going to want to set up... What is it? Placeables, power... One of you. Oh, yeah, baby. We can do that. The problem is this. Do I want the box to be low? Actually, that's what I can do. I can actually turn this around. And have it like this. And the reason why I would have it like this is because, well, fishing and 2, water. Oop. Must be colliding with something. There we go. So we can come down into here. Then we can come over to this. Power. This. Oop. Need to turn that around. We want this to be right about the door. Oh, assuming the door opens up this way, we're going to want this on this side. And we're going to want to place this. Base attack? I think we'll place this. Admittedly, if I could, I would hide this, but we'll place that right there. So we'll have this where we can open it up, put it over there. Then I think we'll have like some relays, so up 1, over 1. Or we'll have a switch right here. So we'll hook into here, then have the switch hook up into here so we can flip the switch on and off. But then we'll have to have some relays because we will have to put switches on the greenhouse. Also, where the hell is the attack coming from? Sounds like they... As long as they didn't break through, we're good. Why does it look like they're trying to get up over here? Yes, they were trying to get up over here. I just saw one of them poof. Again? You guys failed the first time, stupids. What makes you think you can do it again? They must be trying from a different angle. Are you trying from over here this time? Or did they leave? Nope. They got impaled on something. Oh, perfect. Stupids. All right, well, we'll call it here. We got this light, the sink, the stove, and the water house. Yay! So, if you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. Not much happened. Just running around, gathering, or not even really that, but running around. Ooh, water pipe. Yay! setting up stuff needed. If you guys want to see more of this series, make sure to check out the channel. If you want to see other games I play, check out the in-screen credits. That shows my most recent uploaded series that I'm doing. And if you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed, and you come back for more. I'm going to get ready for the next episode, which probably means I'm going to finish up those foundations. Probably go into the city and attempt to find the lore. And then after that, probably some more building. And then we'll end up on this island over here at some point. Anyways, I'm going to let the credits roll. Oh, perfect. Bye-bye.